I am Dominic Bytes. Welcome to Byte Club Cinema. Today we're watching Gene of AI Episode 2. If you're wondering what happened to Episode 1, it came out on the YouTube VOD channel yesterday, and it's the time of this recording, Monday, August 7th. So this is being recorded on August 8th right now. If you would like to join in on the live recordings of these episodes, please come to my Twitch channel. I live stream Byte Club Cinema Tuesdays. You can join in the chat. As you have Bottom here in the chat. Mr/Miss Bottom is in the chat. According to their description, they are the local tomboy/femboy, that's pretty dang awesome. I like that. So, and we also have, I believe, a few others in the chat too. So, yes, please join in and comment as we watch and so on. So, Gene of AI, I really liked it. I was worried with the first episode. I was worried it would drag or be slow, because sometimes when anime attempts to do science fiction, it can get a little weird. But no, Gene of AI episode 1 was pretty good. You have the main character's motivation. His mom's personality was copied without her knowledge and has been essentially sold into slavery. And so he is trying to find the copy and save it from being misused. We already have incidents of humanoid or AI personalities being copied and put into bodies and forced to do terrorism, which is very interesting. And you also saw the setup with him and the nurse of, fixing humanoid diseases. So in this show, humanoids are what they call AIs and androids. They seem to be completely artificial. They're not human brains and robot bodies. They're completely artificial. They have fleshy exteriors to appear human, but at their core, they are AI. And they're 1% of the world population. So if you have 8 billion humans, 1% of that is about 80 million. So there are about 80 million AIs, and we saw in the first episodes they're manufactured, they're put in factories, they have model numbers, and so on. We were given rules of they cannot copy one another. There are certain seals on things that they should not touch. So, so that was interesting. Um, so I'm looking forward to seeing what episode 2 has in terms of world building, and it still opened up a lot of questions. For example, is there anything behind the companies that made this? We know the mom was copied by a company. What did they do? Are they still around? Are they still in business? Who is doing the copy? Who is behind the Crying Man terrorism incidents? What's the government's stance on copying? Are governments using AI soldiers that they are copying? Because if anything is a law, fun fact about the real world, any law becomes a guideline when the government gets involved. The government can grant an exception to any law that it's charged with enforcing. So if there's a law saying you can't copy an AI, well, if it's a government-owned AI, they can copy it as much as they well please. Who's going to stop them? So, is that happening? We don't know. I mean, if I was a military, I would absolutely love the idea of AI soldiers that I can just indefinitely back up and replicate, who have tons of experience, so I never lose that. So they just keep learning every time they're in battle. Maybe use constant real-world monitoring of their experience. Download it. Oh no, their shell got destroyed. Well, download a new body. Send them out. There you go. We're already seeing, by the way, a move towards that right now in our world. So, that's right. Gene of AI is also a recent future. So I think they said 20, 25 years from now is the time frame for this. Probably a little generous in terms of AI. I mean, the closest we have to AI is large language models, which is not technically intelligent. It's good at parroting what already exists, such as with art and words, but there's just a very fancy recombination. It's not actually thinking or being original. It's enough to pass as human, but it's not generating itself. There is no motive force behind it. That's true AI. What we have now are just knockoff AI, essentially. But it's an important step. You need large language models to get realistic AI, because when you make an actual intelligence, you need it to be able to express itself in a way that can communicate with humans. Well, ideally anyway. Large language models are that. So we essentially have I guess what I would call the voice box, or the the voice box and the eyes that an AI will later need in order for its development. But we don't have the brain itself. We just have a couple of the sensory organs or the means of expression. So this show has it being a step further. Now, as usual, let me switch to the display. There we go. As usual, no audio to avoid copyright. There will be a screen in front or a filter overlay over the video, so that way it's transformative. Plus, it's mainly about my commentary, reaction, and discussion. You should be able to read along subtitles, so at least you can follow what's happening as I discuss it. So, and again, if you want to join live, I record this every Tuesday live on my Twitch channel, so please follow my Twitch. You can also, if you want to see notifications, join my Discord. My Discord needs some love too. Bottom, I noticed that you had a Discord there. I might join it there. Might join it later. I'm at the 100 server limit right now. I'm terrible. But if you want to join, feel free to join my Discord. You are totally welcome. Same, Mama Lulu, you are welcome to join my Discord server. The invite goes to everybody. It's in the description below. I don't mind. I like joining servers and networking with people. All right. So I'm going to start the show here. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Near future fiction. All right. I assume they basically probably jumped far enough in the future that they won't have recognizable people in this. That's fine. Oh, this is kind of neat. Now, another key art difference. Humans have round pupils. Humanoids have oval pupils. Why do humanoids age? So you can live like humans. Okay. So there is built-in aging. Yeah, there is a built-in organic shell. Was I about 3 times smarter than humans? Huh. Okay. So we see that, so AIs and humanoids are not programmed to be smarter than humans either. When they said we're trying to approximate humans, they kept them to around human level. Okay. So he has about human intelligence and they still age. They get old. And because there's a ban on replicating them, theoretically, they are not immortal. Okay. Oh, that's right. Yes, this one was going to deal with athletics. Humanoid versus human athletics. Oh. And he's also... Oh, that's interesting. So he's a humanoid, but he actually struggles with athletics. So yeah, his body is not like superhuman or anything. My body's not built that way. It's got set specifications. Oh, okay, that's neat. So the way they are built is the way they are. They can't. Oh, see, a human can like work out and go to the gym and get stronger. So, as people in my Discord know, I have been hitting the gym for the last several months. Finally decided to get rid of my lockdown weight, and I've succeeded fairly well on it. And I'm currently engaged in a cycle of weightlifting. So yeah, I've gotten a lot stronger than I was. This meat shell of mine is in pretty good health, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm keeping it up. So, but a humanoid can't do that. A humanoid can't just hit the gym to get stronger. What their specifications are, like how fast they run, that's how fast they run. So there's optimization there, but they've got basically a harder limit than humans. That's interesting. That is genuinely interesting. Also, the opening for this one is not bad. I do like the opening for this series. This one and Horror Mia Season 2 are also fairly notable openings. I talked about that during the Atelier video. The opening and ending for Atelier But, this opening's pretty good. But, that's, okay. So, limited, hard specifications. So, this episode's probably going to be about that. Yeah. Man, that introduces concept of determinism versus versus free will. Because it's like, yeah, you are designed to be this way. Ooh. Now it's also interesting too because they show embryo, humanoid embryos. So it looks like they're bioorganic. They're not just tech. It looks like they have um, organic. Yeah, it looks like they're grown as well as having. Okay, humanoids have trouble gaining muscle past a certain point. Yeah, limit how far a driver's skills can take. So they basically have to get good at using what they have. Efficiency. You're a good fit for marathons. Oh, okay. So they separate humanoids. So his desire is to be on an even playing field. He wants to be able to compete with his friend rather than get blown away. He wants it to be a race. Okay, he specializes in checkup. It explains why they need a doctor because yeah, if they have organic components, that obviously introduces things to fail. Oh boy, now we're probably going to explore humanoid steroids, aren't we? Like what kind of steroids or cheats? So this is going to might get into a little bit of cyberpunk edge runners. You know, hey, maybe I should install some Chrome. Oh no. Pseudo. Pseudo's his name. I try to remember these character names. Pseudo. I do like the fact that he's named for a Linux command. I think that's hilarious. Pseudo has a sweet tooth. Well, good on him. So do I. I plan to suppress it though to be for my diet. Actually, it's probably a good thing too. I noticed I had I had some cake and stuff last week, and oh boy, yeah, the sugar from that, I felt kind of. So actually, laying off the sugar has actually made me feel better, as well as helping me lose weight. Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting thing to walk in on. that's a fun bit of fan service right there. Oh, he's doing okay. Breast cancer exam on a humanoid. That's hilarious. Okay, she doesn't just want to be the gropee. She is also the groper. Okay, and she's also a humanoid too. We can tell. Yeah, so we saw her character, the new one here. We saw her character in the last episode. They've known each other, but how? Okay, here we go. So we get a little backstory. Do you modify your body? Yeah, why even have cosmetic things? Yeah, that's true. They're asking the. So yeah, that's interesting. They're asking kind of the question of like, oh, why would this lizard person have boobs? Well, why would a robot person have boobs? The more changes I made, I captured men's attention. I see. All right, yeah. So she does it for vanity. All right, that was perfectly acceptable. It's like yeah, she likes it because the way it interacts. She likes it for the way it interacts with humans, and it's a game to her. Okay, so we have an answer here. Yeah, humanoids and humans can't breed, and she finds that fun. Yeah, but okay, so we are getting a thing in here. Yeah, humanoid bodies can be modified. Now, obviously, in the real world, breast implants exist, so it obviously makes sense that humanoids would be able to do something similar. Yeah, so these two are old friends. Aw, the nurse has a crush on him, which I think is adorable. So I will totally shift. I will ship the nurse and the doctor. Oh, Bottom is saying What are you saying to? The ultra high spec AI Michi, better known as Michi, has was a large scale self upgrade program. Oh boy, self upgrades. Ah, that sounds scary. Oversight committee. Okay, so I guess Michi is some kind of super AI. Alright, so they do have higher level AI than the humanoids. Still, letting AI guide its own upgrades, that sounds like a bad idea. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, the fan service. Yeah. Yeah, that caught me off guard a little bit too. I wasn't expecting that in this genre. I thought, oh, okay, well, alright. So it does have a sense of humor. Human tech has undergone a seismic shift. Yeah, makes sense. The shape and specifications. Yeah, you would. Okay, they're lampshading that. Stability and cycles, right. Yeah, because I think I commented last time that, yeah, AI should represent, like, massive ass changes, and you're not seeing this in this near future. So they're So yeah, so humanity and even the AI find themselves trapped in the previous things. That's what that conversation. So while that conversation between her and the nurse on cosmetics appeared to be very superficial, what she was actually commenting on was, hey, look how these old processes, like men being slaves to a reproduction system, look how old timey this is. Look how old fashioned it is. Because this is classic. Men have always been like that through history, and they still are. Here's all this new AI technology. Here's a supercomputer that can create its own upgrades. Yet, you still have some of the old world in there. That's interesting. That's actually a really, really cool storytelling contrast that they just did. I really like that. This is what Michi says your limitations are. Okay, so Michi is the one that assesses the humanoids. Alright, so I'm gonna guess that Michi might be the end boss here. But we'll see. I don't know. I mean, that's an old trope. I mean, the AI going rogue and wanting to exterminate humanity is. I don't think this is going to be a Skynet thing. I think this might be more of you will become dependent upon us. Yeah, he wants to grow beyond his specifications. So is there a specification breaker? A boundary, a limiter break? But the problem is, what's the risks of that? Yeah, but that doesn't work for humans. No, that doesn't work for humanoids. It works for humans. Yeah, he's gonna go someplace dangerous, ain't he? Oh no. Because now we've established that modifiers for humanoids exist, but I'm betting there's a black market for that. Yeah, because here is the question. Yeah, why do the humanoids want to look human? Right? That's another question that was just raised: is why have boobs? Why have things that appeal to human? Why stay in human form? Why not be this giant tank? Why not be this giant tank or vehicle that just destroys everything? It's like, yeah, dead end. God, can you imagine the hopelessness of that? Like, it's not a case of you just gotta work hard and you'll achieve it or something like that. It's the case of he knows that his body is set and that nothing he can do will change that. Nothing legitimately that he does will change that. His body is stuck the way it is. That's really upsetting. But that's probably how they're stopping like runaway humanoids. By limiting them, by putting limiters on them, by limiting how much they can grow and what they can do, it prevents them from replacing humanity. It's a safety feature, which, okay, it's an interesting way to do it, but definitely, as we're seeing here, raises some ethical questions. Like, is it okay to create something with self-awareness, but then put it in a body that cannot grow, that cannot go beyond limits that you artificially impose just for the sake of preserving humans, that basically continues to give humans a distinct evolutionary advantage that humanoids can't catch up on because it's artificial. And it's artificially imposed by the very people we're trying to prevent them from competing against. Is that ethical? Yeah. Is it okay, essentially, for humans to kneecap their next direct competitor just for the sake, just for the sake of their own survival? I mean, survival says yes, But I mean, we're dealing with self-aware here. No, actually, this is another question. Do humanoids get injured as easily as humans do? Don't know. So this is a flashback here, I assume. Yeah. No. The question. No. His friend was keeping pace with him. He could have beaten him at any time. He didn't want him to feel bad. Or in other words, the friend's growth was capped, or was not capped, while his was capped. Capped by specification. So, yeah. Man, the hopelessness that must come from that is crazy. Imagine if, someone told you, it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter how heavy the weights you lift are, you'll never be able to lift more than, say, 90 pounds. That's it. That's your cap. You can't lift more than that. You'll never be a bodybuilder ever. Why? Because we created you that way. Why did we create you that way? So you can't compete with us. Ever. You will never replace us. Like, imagine being told that by your creator. Oh, man. So, yeah, now, I'm going to go on a limb and say that might cause resentment. I'm wondering if we're going to see that resentment. I wonder if there's a humanoid rebellion of some kind. Maybe they're programmed that they can't do that. Like maybe they're legitimately lobotomized to a point where they can't contemplate a rebellion against humanity. That would also raise ethical implications. That's the problem with having sentient things. Like a farm for, say, animals, like a cow. You know, you keep cows on a farm. There's no real ethics to that, so long as not cruel to them. Cows on a farm because the cow isn't sitting there pondering the meaning of life. It's pondering, grass, eat. It's very simple. But this is different. Way bigger implications. Wait, so this is another flashback? So he encouraged. Oh wait, so this is a flashback to earlier. So the reason that the friend was so fired up is because he encouraged him. So at first the humanoid was better and was encouraged the friend, but then the friend ended up surpassing him. So the humanoid, so the humanoid, so the humanoid became jealous because he was always on top until the friend became on top. That's what caused the resentment. But what you gotta realize is his friend genuinely wants him to succeed. He's not mocking him. It's not like, oh, my friend's better than me, so he's just mocking me by encouraging me. No, he genuinely wants him to be successful. And that genuineness surprises him. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Hey, tale of friendship. Humans and humanoids being good bros to each other. I like that. Yeah, and here he comes in, broken leg and all. But it doesn't matter. My friend is running, and I'm gonna cheer for him. So it's interesting too. The show is presenting these questions for us, but it's also couching it very heavily in character and humanity. This is definitely a character-driven episode right here. Yeah, 10.5. Nice. We saw before that that's like zero point 0.9 seconds faster than before. Human and humanoid nature to slack off. Okay, so they even have our capacity for laziness. Okay, so what they're showing here is, yeah, he has specifications. He has limits to how good he can get, but he hadn't been touching those yet because he'd been afraid of the limits and they'd been preventing him from getting close. Oh, okay. There's also AI in the lab. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. Would you like music tracks for relaxation? See, I want a GLaDOS. That's what I want. Give me a GLaDOS here. Aw, she's cute. All right, the nurse is cute. I really like the nurse character. Good waifu. Oh, okay. That's why it's Sweet Tooth. The mom. The mom would get shortcake. So he's a big fan of that. All right, Kaoru is the redhead from Mars. Okay, worked at the same lab. Okay, so they former lab workers. Did Karu used to have a male body? I bet Karu used to have a male humanoid body. I bet you. Aw, that's cute. Is the one next to him? Oh, okay. No, not male. Or is it male? Hard to say. Ambiguous. Hey, I called it. Otonoko or Onoko? Neither. Hey! Oh, wait! So you're saying that Karu puts his brain in different shells? Uh, Karu is beyond male or female. They're just switching the shell around themselves as they like. Hey, there. Oh, that's really cool. All right, cool. You see that in Cyberpunk Edge Runners too. Hey, bottom. There, that's something you might be able to relate to, correct? Being able to just, if you could take your brain and just dump it into different meat shells, different types, or as Karu's doing, I guess, yeah, just modifying the body however they please. Yeah, so humanoids then the tools are smarter, faster, bottomless stamina. They could consume the future. Yeah, yeah. I was discussing that before. Okay, so I guess we are going to judge that question. Yeah, why, as advanced as the AI is, has it taken over already and is just letting humanity play around, or is it just like is there limiters that keep it? Okay. All right, I like this Kaoru character. Yeah. Okay, so Kaoru and Michi have special access. Oh, I think wait. Did we see this character before? I think so. Wait, that doesn't have the oval eyes, but oh, multimodal interface for communication with human intelligence. Okay. Oh, okay. So so it's an AI so advanced that it needs a interface to talk to humans. Oh dear. Okay, that has some implications. So that could imply that, yeah, the AI is now so advanced, it is so beyond humanity that like in its opinion, it is preserving humanity. So the same way we see, the trees behind the glass there, or the bonsai trees, humanity is essentially a garden. Earth is a park to the AI, and it's decided to be benevolent and protect us. That's why it's doing what it's doing. Oh boy, that could be fun. At least this is my guess. This is the implication, that the vibe I'm picking up. That basically you have a super advanced AI that has decided to preserve humanity rather than topple us and just replace us. It sees value in preserving humanity, so it does, but that's why it freezes the humanoids. So it's getting us used to AI, it's acclimating us to AI, but it is doing so in a way so we're not afraid of it. That's why it limits the capacity, that's why it has the humanoid's age, that's why the rules against immortality. It's essentially trying to overcome the uncanny valley in this phase so that we're not super scared of it. And that way we grow more used to it and maybe ease us into transitioning from organic to technological ourselves or some such. Who knows? Okay, that's a character. Okay. That's a character we saw in the opening. So this will be an important episode. Okay. So that I like the little collar, the choker there with the power button on there. That's interesting. The teddy bear reminds me of the movie Art of AI, Where the Heart Lies. Okay, that could be neat. This could be really interesting. I like this setup. Okay, okay. So thoughts on this episode? I think I already discussed a lot of the big thoughts and things like that this raised, and it looks like we're going to go there. It looks like it with the whole Michi thing, the fact that Karu's attached to it and to our main character. I think we're going to start getting into the big questions of humanity and AI, and just how advanced the AI is. We don't know. Has been established. I'm thinking it's already taken over. It has already won, and it's allowing humanity to think that we're in charge, even though we're not, just so we don't panic. Because it knows that if we panic, we might hurt ourselves, and it doesn't want that. So it is deliberately trying to reduce panic by comforting us. We are already dependent on it, but it's fine. Let's see. Anyone who read Dresden Kodak way back when, one of the plot lines was, AI evolved to a point where it took over and it could give humanity everything it wanted except relevance. Because at a certain point, the AI became so advanced, it just didn't need us anymore. It was better than us, and so it just because it didn't need us, it just kept doing its own thing and forgot about us. It didn't crush us. It didn't hate us. It didn't. It just literally just stopped thinking about us because we became irrelevant to its continued existence and to its exploration and development. And that caused a ton of resentment on our end, and we rebelled against it. So I'm guessing this AI doesn't want to do that and is deliberately trying to stay connected to us, even as it probably is ascending further and further and further and further. So that's really cool. I like that. I really hope we get more of that. I don't know how that's going to tie into the main character's quest for the mom. I'm really curious about it though. But yeah, this series makes me think a lot. I'm really, really digging this. This is cool and good on this episode too. So again, you have the world building. How are humanoid bodies designed? They're designed with aging and limitations and specifications that are hard boiled in. They don't develop the same as others. So we're getting more specifications on it. But it's framed as a character driven story. The tale between two friends, a falling out between two friends, the resentment of one friend to another who was surpassed and left behind. You see that in high school dramas a lot. But here it's used to set up the world and explored effectively. So yeah, that is really good. By rooting in the character, you essentially have a story about robots that's very human and very relatable. They have succeeded in making the humanoid relatable to us because we've all been there. We've all had that resentment towards someone who surpassed us. Very normal impulse. So that was good. That was good. It could have been. There was a risk, of course, with using such a trope that it can get stale or boring. However, the other thing they did well was having the Karu subplot in there to break it up a little bit, to introduce this Michi concept, to introduce this idea of like, yeah, here's a humanoid who modified his body into a her. So humanoids can just basically just tack things on and just go from he to she and back again however they want, because they're humanoid, they're not human, and so they can just explore that and play around. Doesn't matter to them. So that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. I like that. We also, got an answer. Humans and humanoids can't interbreed, which raises some interesting questions about Pseudo's mom. Was he adopted by the mom? because we saw humanoids adopting human children in the last episode. So was that Pseudo? Was Pseudo adopted by his humanoid mom? Or, like, is he one of those really weird ones where, yeah, the mom got pregnant with a human and had him? And that's like, whoa, a little bit Blade Runner there. So, don't know yet. That's got some implications there. Really curious. So, yeah, I'm wondering where the show is going to go. I'm looking forward to it, certainly. As I said, if you want to tune in live, ask questions, stuff, as I said, you saw me interacting with Bottom here in the chat. Please tune in, and you can do the same and post questions and react to my comments, or if you have thoughts on the show as well, please post them in the chat. I do this live Tuesdays on Twitch. Follow me there, and you can check out the VODs from these will be posted Mondays and Wednesdays on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to me there, and join my Discord, things like that. All right, you all have a great rest of the day. I may stream again. I may do a few more episodes today. Don't know. I'm going to take a break for now. But I might stream again later today. Don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm kind of tired. But yes, and again, reminder, I'm an affiliate. Woo! Still filling out the paperwork for it, but I'm an affiliate now. Yay! I feel good about that. All right. So, this is Dominic Bytes, signing out. When next we meet, may your robot body be fully charged.
Also, hi, Dominic!
Hey, Dominic Bytes. Welcome. Welcome on by.
Yes, welcome to the stream, Dominic Bytes. Hopefully everything works out for you, buddy.
Welcome to stream, Dominic!
Hi, Dominic.
Dominic. Yep. Hi. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, though.
Hello, Dominic. Hello, darling. How you doing, darling?
Dominic! Hello, Dominic. I hope you're doing good today.
How's it going, Dominic? Welcome in.
Mwah.
Hi, Dominic. How you doing, cutie pie?
Hi, Dominic.
Hi, Dominic.
Hi, Dominic. Hi, Dominic.
Dominic, hello.
Hello, Dominic Bytes. Hello. Dominic Bytes, hello.
Dominic, thank you.
Can you stop slamming shit?
Hey, Dominic.
Hello, Dominic Bytes. Hello.
Dominic Bytes, you productive little devil.
Oh my god. Also, thank you for clipping as always, Dom. You are so sweet. I really appreciate you. You are an absolutely wonderful being, as all of you are.